Today we're gonna be talking about this movie called The Novice, and yes, there is a lesbian couple that actually develops during this movie. If you guys don't know which movie am I talking about, I'm talking about The Novice. To be honest, this movie is giving what it's supposed to give. I will personally rate it a 10 out of a 10 because it really showcases on how much you will dedicate yourself and that you will basically put no boundaries on yourself when it comes to you achieving on what you see yourself achieving. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments if you guys have watched this movie. And what would you personally rate it from 1 to 10? So let's get right into further details. So basically, the movie was released in 2021. It's an American sports drama film that follows an obsessive university freshman who joins the rowing team. In this case, her name is Alex. Alex is very, very obsessive and competitive college freshman, not only in the rowing team but also in life in general. Rowing ends up taking over her whole entire life because she knew she was the underdog. She knew she had to prove herself double, triple, comparing to the other teammates because she was new, because she was underseen, because of just of who she is in general. Alex and Jamie, who is a friend of hers, who's also trying to find a place in the rowing team, basically team up so that they can find a spot in the first team. And this is a whole nother situation that also ends up developing on the movie. Dani is a substitute teacher of Alex's class, in this case physics. She and Dani always sees how overly obsessive Alex used to be. Like, she used to take her exams twice, 3 times. She always used to be the one to finish her exams last. And of course, Dani was like, why do you do that? And then of course, Alex ends up explaining to her that she wants to double, triple check everything. She doesn't like to make mistakes. She always wants everything to be neat and perfect. And Daniel was okay with it because at the beginning it showcased how much basically dedicated Alex was to her craft. Dani and Alex get into a heated conversation about her test result. And after that event proceed, Dani invites Alex out to where she gonna be performing, basically for her to get out, to get away. But at that point, Alex basically told Dani, why are you inviting me if you told me that you don't date your students? And basically Dani told her, who said it was a date? But it was a date, but she just didn't want to make it too obvious. So while Dani and Alex were enjoying a night out together, they actually end up hooking up and having a moment together, which was super intense and super beautiful if you ask me. At the beginning it was only supposed to be a hookup situation, and it actually ended up being much more than that. Quick things between them escalated very, very quickly. But of course, Alex's dedication, Alex's priority wasn't her relationship with Dani. It was actually the rowing team, making it on the first team, just showing that all the dedication, all that extra work that she been putting in will get her that spot. Alex kept putting herself in a lot of pressure. At the rowing team, she wasn't sleeping, eating correctly, and everyone on her team was starting to get worried about her health. But nothing changed. She kept going and things got, worse when she lost the first team spot to her friend, in this case Jamie, her friend who Alex thought that Jamie did not deserve it, but Jamie needed it because she needed the scholarship. And Alex, on the other hand, already had a full scholarship, but she never told Jamie about it. They got into a very, very heated altercation. Basically, after that whole situation, they stopped being friends. They just realized that they were meant to be friends because they were just calling each other out. So in Dani's defense, and basically in Alex's defense, she was telling Jamie that she should have fought for her space if she really deserves it. Like, she should have beaten her the correct way, that she basically didn't deserve the spot. And on Jamie's defense, she was like, you already have a full scholarship, why are you doing this? Like, why are you trying to take away something that I earned from me? And they just got into this whole situation. So after that, their friendship was not the same ever again. Dani at this point is officially dating Alex. and asked her to give, basically Alex asked her to give up and quit the rowing team because Dani couldn't see Alex putting herself through what she was putting herself through. Alex tells Dani if she's not able to handle it that she should leave. Yes, because at that point Dani was starting to get worried with Alex because Alex was starting to harm herself physically to cope with everything that she was dealing with. Dani couldn't stand it. She was seeing how overly obsessive she was. She wasn't eating. They really damaging her a lot mentally, and Dani was trying to be there like a partner for her, but Alex at that point, she wasn't listening to anybody. She only wanted to do things her way. She didn't care about anybody else's opinion on what they have to say. So they just got into this very heated altercation, and Dani basically just made it clear to her like, hey, I want to be with you, I care for you, but you need to quit the rolling team. Like, it's not doing you any well. Like, you can see what you are putting yourself through. Just because you are giving up doesn't mean you failed. You actually were the underdog and you became one of the best players on the team in this case, but you need to know when to stop, you need to know when to quit. That it doesn't mean you are failing. But Alex was so defensive about it. He said, no, you don't know how much hard work I put in this just to walk away from it. And it was a whole situation, a very deep conversation between them. And also at that point, Dani and Alex, they knew that their relationship was gonna come to an end because Dani actually got accepted into a program, so she would have very soon be moving away from where Alex is currently. They would be, going part ways, but definitely to see their relationship end in that note and at that time because of this whole situation that Alex is going through. Dani and Alex ends up going separate ways because Dani couldn't take Alex's obsession and life-threatening situation with the rowing team. At the end of the movie, Alex quits the rowing team and she actually ends up breaking the record of the rowing team, but she didn't tell anyone because she realized she didn't have to prove it to the team that she did it for her and that she accomplished what she said she was going to accomplish for herself by breaking the record. But she actually didn't let anybody know about the record that she broke. She just went into the room and she basically removed her name from the board and she just stepped away. And there's the moment when she realized that she did it, that she accomplished it, but nobody actually knew. So basically after that, she already had her full scholarship, so apparently, if I'm not mistaken, she went on focused on that. If you guys want the full review regarding this movie, I would definitely recommend you also go watch it. You can actually watch it on a couple of streaming platforms such as Vudu, Paramount Plus, Apple TV, Prime Video, and a couple of others as well. To be honest, it's really giving what it's supposed to give. Dani was trying to be there for Alex all the way, but they also knew that their relationship wasn't going to last because of the different career paths that they are going for. But it's it's a very hard movie to watch, because since the beginning of the movie, you can already see that it's gonna be intense and it's gonna be very heartbreaking and emotional also at the same time, just to see what Alex was putting herself through in order to prove herself that she deserves a spot on the team. It was very hard to see, but this movie is 100% worth the watch. So if you guys haven't watched this movie yet, please go ahead and watch it, and I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until the next video, and goodbye.